So you know when you was in secondary, yeah, did you have to go secondary school then go Palace to play football, or did you have to move or something?
So I didn't move. He moved.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I moved. I did the Oasis school system, but you were the year. We were the first year that moved.
Yeah. So my year didn't do that. So we would have to. So let's say we trained 2 times in the week. Or like with Antonio, it might be like 3 times.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, you'd have to. I'd have to just jump on a train from school, go to training after. But there was always enough time to get there. If there wasn't, like I might leave form. You know, end of the day, you go to your form room. Well, we would do that. Go to our form room, whatever, register. They would sometimes just let me leave after my last lesson, so I have enough time to get there. And then obviously day release as well. You leave halfway through the day.
So your school had like that understanding with the club.
But in a way though, that the whole day release thing's a bit mad because they got to a point where I was playing in the youth team in year 11, and I'm missing like in total a whole day of school really, because it would be twice a week I'd be going in at times. But you're missing mad lessons, like so if for example I have business 2 days a week and it's on those 2 days, or sports science, did not have a clue what was going on in the lessons. But you still got to sit and examine it, and didn't it? So that was quite tough. Like I don't know how they can improve that or make that better, but
I guess they did. They moved everyone to the school where they could do. But where the people had to stay in their schools, you go. It's difficult for the people that had to stay in their schools because it's a case of, do you lose out on football or do you lose out on education? And where do you sit in that like pot? Because if you lose out on football and you see people excelling, you want to go there. But if you lose out on education and you know you're not going to make it, then
you want to back up.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And the majority don't obviously make it, innit? So it's like you missed out on school, not for no reason because you had an experience, but where does it sort of leave you in a way, I suppose, innit? Well, you lot were training every day, weren't you?
Yeah, every morning. So we were working like a full-time schedule. We only have Wednesday off. So Wednesday and Sunday we're off.
How did you find that though?
The first year was good because Ben was coaching us.
Yeah.
They changed coaches the second year and stuff didn't get as serious as it should have been. And that's when I was kind of kicking on and playing with you guys from time to time. So I didn't really care to be at those morning sessions as much because it wasn't benefiting me being there.
Yeah.
But I was going to the sessions, but it's like, okay, cool. I'm not excelling training with this age group and the age group below because you know you're training with the year group below because those 2 years that got moved.
Yeah.
So I'm not excelling training here. So it became, obviously you improved, but the second year I felt like let's focus on education because I need something to back up if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And the majority of players in my age group don't play football now.
Yeah.
So you get what I mean? Whereas some people are focusing on the football side of things. You're like, focus on the education side of things in this year or in the back half of the year, get your GCSEs, do an A-level the next year, and then try and have something to back you up.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. But I feel like there was tweaks to the system they should have made, and with certain coaches, you need coaches you trust in the building. Ben was one of those. When they switched up the coaches, I was like, because Ben went to be youth team coach.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So that was a difficulty for me, really. But I enjoyed the whole process of going through it, and it's something different.
No, I hear that. But I guess it was a new system as well at the time, so that's probably partly why there was a few chinks in.
Yeah, of course. There had to be. It was never going to be plain sailing. If it was, it would have been great. But you know, it was never going to be that.
Yeah.
And it was Crystal Palace. So we knew that wasn't going to be the case.
But when it was time for scholars, that's when you moved, didn't it? Or was that through scholars as well?
So I think scholarships, like, I think I got my scholarship early, so probably by like 14.
You signed a 4-year thing. You signed a 4-year thing at 14.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I think I signed it around them times.
Yeah.
So
Can you remember when you signed your first pro?
Pardon?
Can you remember when you signed your first pro?
Yeah, it would have been. I remember we played a game. You played them pre-season games against Dulwich Hamlet.
Yeah.
Dougie Freeman was the manager, and then we played in the game, and he came on, and then straight after that game, like next couple days.